It's actually not worth it.
Oh, man! I was hoping that we'd see Skyboat again.
Unfortunately, Skippy Granola, we will not see Skyboat again. Although we will hear about it. There is another time the Skyboat is mentioned in this video game.
Oh, thank goodness.
So, what was up there? The reason I did not show the top of that cliff is because all that was up there is a manuscript page. But it's an important manuscript page. One that I will show off a little bit later.
It's
in
a
this
sequel
episode
for
of
Alan Wake 2.
For someone like me to use.
That's right. It's a sequel. Alan, don't stare directly into the lights. It's gonna hurt your eyes, man.
Come on, man, that's terrible cinematography.
Although those light shafts look just gorgeous.
Oh. He sure described the shit out of those God rays.
The light rays looked absolutely fantastic. Flawless programming by Remedy. I mean, wait, what?
I mean, flawless imagination was the remedy to a boring story.
There you go. Yeah, okay, you brought it home. You brought it home, all right.
Nope, the shotgun brought it home. Hello, shotgun.
Thank goodness. Oh, it was a trap. Damn it.
Jeez.
I can't believe we walked right into that one.
The darkness somehow knew about your lust for shotgun.
I do love shotguns. I like this game's shotgun. I think it is very powerful feeling, and even though it only fits 2 shells at a time, it's like one of the only video games I've ever seen that has an over and under shotgun.
Yeah, that's
Like-
true.
But like most video games have the side-by-side one, and I think that's way more lame.
Yeah, it's just been done. Also, that was nice use of the floodlight. That was some tactical thinking.
See, that's what we call snap decision making. I saw my opportunity and I took it because I am a pro at video games.
That's emergent gameplay.
Exactly. It's robust scenario design is what it is.
Oh, now I'm getting a tummy ache.
I'm sure some shareholders meeting has decided to call that emergent gameplay. Robust encounter design.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than flaccid encounter design, I suppose.
Alan Wake and his wife have had that problem a couple times now, I'm sure.
They got around it by when she decided to read Alan his own book.
Hey, another can tower.
Hey!
That's 2 out of 700.
Nice plinking, man.
Thanks. I'm gonna win the stuffed duck at this rate.
That's great. You're gonna win the Cupid darkness.
Oh. I would buy a plush Alan Wake, but only if it read like half-hour passages of the sudden stop when you pulled the string.
Oh no, what would be best is if he had little sayings where he was just self-indulgently doubting his prowess. As a writer, he's just like, oh, I hate or you pull it and he's just like, I hate everything I write.
It's his inner thoughts, like, what if I'm not as good as I thought I was? And then you pull it another time and he's like, just kidding.
The creative process is a never-ending struggle.
Alice?
Need more coffee.
I'm so afraid.
Oh shit.
It keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you.
You've changed since we began our relationship.
Looking out from behind your eyes.
I thought everything would be the same forever.
I'm so
Once upon a time, Alan, I was falling in love. Now I'm only falling apart.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that happened.
Total eclipse of the dark.
She sounded
no!
wrong, but she had called me.
So she sounded wrong somehow. She's been fucking kidnapped. Like what? I want to hear you try to sound right when you've been kidnapped.
I lifted the page in front of my eyes and read it. In it, I lifted the page in front of my eyes and read it. In it, I lifted the page in front of my eyes and read it. In it, I lifted the page in front of my eyes and read it. In it, I lifted the page in front of my eyes and read it.
I fucking love that one. I love it. That's the one we picked up between the episodes there.
It's so
good.
meta.
Like, the one thing I wish this game did more of, this game leans real hard on the fourth wall. Like, super, super hard. But I wish they'd gone that last step and just said, fuck it, he knows he's in a video game, whatever. that would have added, like, the final ridiculous layer of meta-narrative to this game, is Alan Wake becoming aware that he's in a video game about a story he wrote in which he is the protagonist that becomes reality.
I think I got a nosebleed now.
I got a nosebleed too, but it's because Alan Wake is just dry as hell in here. Just the most dry human being. My mucus is all drying up because of Alan Wake.
Oh my goodness, I have no membranes left.
see
C. Jacobs, I have no membranes.
And a warehouse
I have no membranes in my brain left.
I'm in it, my membranes shriveled up.
So there's going to be a totally unnoticeable cut here.
Oh, hang on, the TV's acting up.
Yeah, just kind of hit it a couple times. It'll even out.
Yeah.
There was a cut there because this segment is really hard. It's weird. I wouldn't consider Alan Wake to be a hard game. I mean, besides getting around physics objects that get in your way.
Yeah, I mean, it's a story-driven game that wants you to experience the story because, by God, a writer cannot let a narrative go unfinished.
Especially not Alan.
Let me tell you about my novel, C. Jacobs. Wait, come back, C. Jacobs. Let me tell you about my novel.
See you in the next Let's Play, guys.
Take it from here, Skippy Granola.
This is a solo LP now. Have fun.
You tedious pile of shit. Alan, please.
So I'm almost dead.
Yep.
Because I got whacked with a pipe.
They knocked the chroma out of you.
They sure did. They hit Alan in the head and his glaucoma started acting up.
Oh boy. Hit him so hard he got the vision of a dog.
So yeah, Alan Wake, not a real hard game, but Alan does not have very much mobility, so when they start throwing a million physics objects at you, it gets a little tough.
Yeah, you gotta start dodging like it's goddamn Bloodborne.
You sure do. And man, I said this in the first episode, but I wish Alan could dive like Max Payne. That would be the best.
I think there really needs to be a fusion. There needs to be a crossover where Alan Wake and Max Payne team up.
Yeah, I believe we brought that up. Like, that would be super entertaining and also tedious as hell to listen to.
Well, it's been 2 years, man. I can't remember what we talked about 2 years ago.
You know what? That's true. As a 65-year-old recording this Let's Play.
What about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books? No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Hey, we got an upgrade to our flashlight? Okay.
Oh yeah, it's a hell of a lot brighter.
I'll take it. And actually, there are 3 flashlight upgrades in this game. And the last one actually physically gave me a headache while I was recording this Let's Play because it's so fucking bright. But we won't see that until the next episode.
Heck no, man. For now, you vultures, you leeches, just amuse yourselves with this 5D cell mag light.
I just imagine Alan Wake just running around like with one of those Ghostbusters like proton packs on his back, except there's a floodlight on the end of it. Instead of vacuuming up ghosts, he just incinerates the darkness.
Oh man. Actually, do you know what? I take it back. I'm not really interested in the Alan Wake Max Payne crossover. I'd really like to see Alan Wake and Luigi's Mansion.
You just have a Mario button, even though it's not even related to Mario. You can just hit it at any time, and Alan will exposit 10 paragraphs about Mario.
That's great. You know, talking about the play.
I'll always love my brother. Him and his short, stout posture, his bulbous nose, his love for mushrooms. And he just goes on like that for 10 minutes.
It's a me, Mario, he'd say. It is a you, brother, and I'll find you.
He sniffles. It was a him. It was a him. No, his phone rings, he picks it up. It's like, Mario. And then in the narration, he's like, it was a him. I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
Ouija!
It's you, but it's not a you. There's a something behind your eyes.
Oh no.
I think, you know what, Skippy Granola? I think we need to calm down. We need to just kick back and relax with some good old-fashioned television.
Yeah, let's expand our consciousness.
Yeah, yes, why don't we? Let's take a trip to the outer limits of the fourth wall of Alan Wake.
Let's peer within the black mirror.
Man, I'm sure glad we're recording this at twilight because I am in the zone right now. Fuck.
Hey, what's with that weird mirror?
Until tonight. Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth.
His name is Barry.
We're on exhibition.
No
You
relation.
have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really? Of course.
Starts
Well, I'm
taking off his
sold.
jacket. You had me at intimate.
There we go, I've removed my belt.
Here, I'll show you with a kiss.
Oh wait, it's actually going in that direction. Oh no.
Ah!
The most
Mature
risque
situations.
episode of Night Springs.
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you are well pleased, Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host 1,000 young, and all shall be glorious.
Oh no, Mpreg. Everyone's worst fear.
Calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you.
Well,
Such
I
quest
mean,
always bear fruit.
in Night Springs maybe, but like, isn't the definition of mythology that you have to seek it out? Isn't that a requirement for it being a myth?
Well, one might posit that it has to be fucking made up.
Like Bigfoot.
You take that back!
Oh wait, hang on, there's something out my window. Hang on, let me go look out my... Ah!
Yeah, well, and that's the last we heard of C. Jacob's butt cheeks.
It's time for a boss fight!
Yes! Let's battle! Let's battle the possessed bulldozer?
That's right. Alan Wake is doing battle with a possessed bulldozer right now, and it's the dumbest, most awesome thing ever.
You know, fuck it, I'm on board.
Right? Like, it's so stupid, but look at
Go!
this. Look at him get mowed down.
You got cornered by the bulldozer, man. That was your mistake.
You know what? That's the thing, right? It has a very wide turning radius, but that cow catcher on the front there, it's more of an Allen catcher in this situation.
It's true. Well, you'd never accuse Alan Wake of being a cow, I guess? I don't know.
You'd never accuse him of being a sheep, conforming to the standards of society or literature.
Well, one thing you definitely shouldn't call him is late for dinner.
Hey-o! Well, actually, he's a bit busy right now, so I think he is going to be late for dinner.
Wow, you just dissolved a bulldozer with a flashlight.
That's fine. What's wrong with that? I do that every day on my way to work.
Construction workers hate him.
I work for Duracell, by the way. The Energizer brand bulldozer. It keeps going and going and gone.
It's so long! Duralizer.
Into ethereal spirit it goes.
Yep, that's right. Dissolved into shadowy atoms.
I like that our objective is now find a vehicle, but technically we already found a vehicle, and we murdered it.
Yeah, you ruined the first one you found. I hope you're gonna be more careful with the next one.
You know, I guess a bulldozer could count as a transport vehicle if you really felt like driving one that far.
Hey, I've done it in my summer car.
That game rules.
So good.
Oh, hey, speaking of my summer car, how about my summer truck?
Oh! See, Jacobs, we now have a skookum choocher!
Finnish actor Ilkka Ville would know a lot about that.
I had a couple of hours to get to the coal
I imagine that's how he gets to work.
He'd know a lot about my summer car. Oh, no! I'd sure like to do a sauna with him.
The coal mine wasn't
I'd drink beer with Ilkka Ville. Because I hear that's all they do there.
I'd eat room temperature sausages in a boat with Ilkka Ville.
Now, I've mentioned this before. I mentioned this the last time we got a car in Alan Wake. This was originally supposed to be an open world game with a day-night cycle, and here we go. We get to just fucking drive around now.
Alright, it's time for an adventure.
without realizing it.
So you know that part of Half-Life 2, where you're driving along the coast, and there's like a bunch of houses and stuff that you can stop at if you want, but if you don't want to, you can just drive right through?
Yeah.
That's what this is. It's this kind of segment where it's story-based, but there's a lot of stuff off the beaten path to explore.
Welcome back to Final Fantasy 15.
Alan's boy band friends have all abandoned him.
That's right. If you like boring driving...
That's the thing, right? Ever since he trashed his Lincoln MKT in the first episode, like... He's had to drive stick, and he just never learned how in driving school.
Son of a biscuit, when are we gonna get our check from Lincoln?
Eventually, Alan will learn how to pop a clutch. Eventually.
Oh, boy. Yeah, this driver's ed is painful to watch.
You can do sick burnouts in all these cars. What I really appreciate is that all of the cars are unlocked, so if you don't like the one you're in, you can just get out and get another one.
It's a really trusting town.
Exactly.
KBS-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning...
Pat, don't you ever sleep?
...last night, but I was...
Apparently not. He's a vampire.
I do the late night show and the morning show, and I do the afternoon, the drive time show, dinner time jazz hour.
Do I ever take a break? What's a break?
Music's my break. I just love the jams, man. I love the tunes.
I sleep in the gaps between sentences.
He's actually asleep through the entire thing. That's why his commentary over it is so disjointed.
Godspeed, you Black Alan.
Hardest
Time
working
for a
man in
little-
showbiz.
Right. Time for a little post-rock, courtesy of Pat Maine. He plays some strange music on the radio station. You can stick around and listen to the music if you want. And, like, sometimes it's normal music, but other times I feel like it's, like a teenager's, like, It's Not a Phase Mom playlist. It's good music, don't get me wrong, but an old guy like Pat Maine, I don't know if he'd be into that kind of music he plays.
Maybe he's just incredibly hip.
Maybe when he was, like, just a young adult, like Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, like, that was all the rage, you know? And, like, maybe he got really into it. Maybe that's why he's a radio man.
As well he should. Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds are fucking amazing.
I know, and that's foreshadowing, by the way. Anyway, this is one of those parts where you can get out and take a look around.
Do you know, when I played this, I don't think I ever bothered to do it. I assumed that there was nothing of value in these.
It is easy to just drive right on by, but there's manuscript pages, there's just the same radio everywhere. It follows him around.
Now, Doc, you were talking
If only your
about
car
life
had a radio in it.
special someone.
If only. I wish this was like Saints Row and you could listen to the radio on foot.
Oh, yeah, so good, man.
I also wish Alan Wake had a giant dildo bat.
I wish that Alan Wake was president of Earth.
I don't. What a horrible place Earth would be.
Oh, the State of the Union address would be like 30 hours long. It would be punctuated by, like, dramatic readings.
Isn't that depressing?
President Alan Wake set yet another Guinness World Record today for longest speech ever given by a human. That makes 7,000 world records since his inauguration 45 years ago.
What I am saying is that you're content
So much
His
for
term
limits.
length is still not determined.
with essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh? Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something
Wow.
personal here. Okay?
Fucking...
Let's get deep.
Well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt.
Oh, fuck off, Lonely Hearts.
Oh no, Pat Maine!
Drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work. I don't know, but well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then,
That's why he does so
Oh,
many
no.
radio shows.
not like her.
You're right,
I'm
like,
not saying that.
why is this such a common thing when, like, the late night radio gets really deep and introspective?
I do miss the way she completed me. You can't argue with the heart, Pat. I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say...
I'll say, a fucking FBI agent shot at you. I would be a little more than shaken.
Oh, man. That's, the free press must remain free. I say we riot.
That's right. Riot against the one FBI agent in this small town.
That's right. Fuck you, you elky fascist.
Tie him to the Deerfest Memorial. Drive him around town with his head attached to Bucktooth Charlie.
If I could sacrifice him on the pyre of Bucktooth Charlie.
That's exactly. In honor of the Skyboat.
All hail Skyboat! Burn him in the wicker boat.
The wicker boat. No, not the
I was
pros.
supposed to meet the
My
kidnapper.
eyes.
Ah, gracious.
The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Hopefully the kidnapper admires this sick Cadillac that I fucking stole.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little banged up, but
Famous writer.
I'm a celebrity. I can do what I want.
He can do whatever he pleases. Alan
He
Wake,
owns this
big
town.
fan of urban exploration.
That's right.
If only he remembered to bring his camera, he could put this up on his YouTube channel. Record his trespassing.
Oh, for sure. He could have been like, whoa, look at this abandoned coal mine. What are all these? Oh, no, it's a museum now.
Well,
Bummer.
don't you just hate that when you think you're going to be the first to a spot and it turns out it's already taken
Turns out
by
it's
the
already-
government?
I didn't want to go
Turns
outside.
out it's got a fucking gift shop.
Cops had to be looking for me.
I bought a snow globe.
The new sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how we
Oh,
torture
tough guy.
the kidnapper to
Tough
get Alice
guy.
back. Or the different horrible things.
I'd read him an
I
excerpt of the
imagined
Sun
dead.
Stop.
I would nearly have known she was still alive.
No, I couldn't chance it. What if he was a fan?